Hey everybody, so prohibited off-duty conduct is a big deal for companies that needs to be addressed and watched because a lot of the time it goes overlooked and gets unnoticed. Although if a policy is too narrow, it may interfere with the company's or with the employees' privacy and what they can do versus what they can't do on their personal time. I think that the most common of these are employees working off the clock. I see this a lot with like my friends and family. It really mostly occurs whenever there's a problem that arises and it needs to be fixed immediately. So like their boss will call and, it needs to get fixed. With my boyfriend's last job, this was like a huge issue, which he called him at like all hours of the day, night, which really interfered with his personal time and what we did after work hours. There never really was a boundary that separated work and school and free time, so I'm very glad that he no longer works there. Being called for things at like 9 o'clock on a Tuesday night was just too much, and it was just not good. I think that with today's technology, it's kind of hard not to check your work email when you're at home just because it's there and you want to know what's going on. Millennials absolutely value a work-life balance over other generations because having the flexibility to get work done in a less structured time frame is highly valued by our generation, and oftentimes the typical status quo of most jobs in the US are not up to par with millennial values. For example, my boyfriend stated that he never really felt happy or satisfied in most of the jobs he had post college and even post-graduate school. It wasn't really until he found a job that allowed him to have a sense of purpose and importance that he felt happy and satisfied with his career, which I can totally understand. Once he found a career that he truly was interested in and that was different every single day, and of course it paid well, he is much more satisfied. He, just like a lot of other millennials, value these sorts of things more than the values of other generations who often value like good benefits, excuse me, job security, and steady hours. The vast majority of companies do not have a pay structure set up for every single position they employ. Most companies have like a general idea of what like an entry level is or like a mid-level position of what they should pay, but there's definitely a lot of leeway for negotiation. As another example, my boyfriend had both job both salaried jobs that had a set pay scale, such as between like 35 and 45,000, and then he's had another like more fortunate situation where he was able to pretty much name his own price as the company was really serious about bringing him on board. Another factor that comes into play in how successful is how successful the business is. If a company is not doing well or is state funded, then it's less likely to offer competitive pay as, a for profit company that is seeing a rapid growth year after year. So, all right, thanks.